All right, tonight we're joined by John Hazelhurst with the Colorado Springs Business Journal. John, thanks for being here.
Joe, it's a pleasure.
Tonight we're talking about the University of Colorado Health and their spending frenzy since they've taken over Memorial. They took over Memorial in October.
In October, that's correct.
And they're spending a lot of money.
Well, in 4 months, they have spent $40 million alone on a patient information system. They have hired 21 new doctors, including 14 cardiologists. They have put in new boilers. They have invested in systems. They are up to about $70 million in investments and counting.
Wow. So a lot of folks will say, okay, that would seem it's going to come at a cost. Does that mean it's going to be passed on to patients?
Well, not necessarily, because what happens, Joe, is that there's a reason, for example, that we do not build cars in Colorado Springs. It's called economies of scale. That's what's happened to the hospital business. That is why Memorial absolutely had to be sold. And to UCH, we couldn't ask for a better partner.
Now, one of the things that was mentioned in the article that I read in prepping for this interview, it did say that they wanted sort of Memorial to be the southern flagship with potential expansion opportunities down south. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct, and I think that they are making that come true. Remember that Memorial was a leading hospital in Colorado Springs up till 2009 when City Council began to dither around and try to figure out what to do with Memorial. Doctors abandoned Memorial. They lost market share. They went from a 58% share to less than a 50% share, and now they've got to make up lost ground, and I think they're doing a good job, and we have competition between two great hospital systems. That cannot but benefit us.
And from an academic standpoint, they're trying to do something as far as getting students in there as well, aren't they?
That's correct. That's correct. There may be a de facto branch of the CU Medical School here at UCCS, and of course that would be wonderful for the community. I think that, it was a long and painful process, but that the outcome has been really great.
All right, John, thanks for being here. Remember, you can always pick up the Business Journal on Friday mornings. Stay with us. Terry has a week's worth of weather coming up next.